Hello, Purple Heart Consciousness holders. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby, and I just want to celebrate with you today. Many of you may not know it, but today is National Prayer Day. I'm so excited because of that. What that means to me is that there are a lot of people around the world that are praying. I'm claiming it around the world. It may be something that's happening here within the United States, but I claim it as something that is taking place daily, every second of the day. Some form of prayer is being said, uttered, or practiced. So it is an honor for me to join you today in sacred prayer, in the ritual of spiritual practice. And spiritual practice is a very important part. And the reason it is important is a consistent spiritual practice can create a space for infinite good to unfold. And every moment that you set something new in motion by spiritual practice, it creates divine wisdom, it creates ease and flow, and it supports infinite good in unfolding. There's a saying, it comes from Proverbs 29:18, where there is no vision, people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. And for our vision here with Spiritual Enlightenment and Truth Focused Ministry is to support everyone in their growth and in the evolution of consciousness. We believe that it starts with people like you praying with you about your life, about the things that are happening in the world. This is all of what helps to heal the world. Ernest Holmes says, with a penetrating vision, you can dissipate obstruction and remove obstacles, dissolving the wrong conditions. And this, in essence, is what happens when we anchor in prayer. There is a process that we call the visioning process. And you'll be hearing more about the visioning process. But part of it is to anchor it with a prayer. So this evening, I'd like to take a moment and just move in prayer with you. I'm going to invite you to just slow down, to release everything that it took just to be present with me right now. I'm going to invite you to simply breathe with me. And as you're breathing, I want you to just go within, and I want you to go into the heart space, because we can do prayer by rote, or we can do a prayer of the heart. And I want you to anchor in your heart space right now, and just breathe. And as you're breathing right now, I just want you to anchor into the feeling of deep gratitude. And just be in that space of gratitude right now. Recalling a moment, a reason why you're so grateful. And for me, my moment of gratitude is the moment that I woke up. And in that gratitude, I was reminded the power of infinite law, the power of clarity. By setting an intention and moving forward, it created a space for good. And the good was waiting for me when I awakened this morning. And that good is the gratitude that I carry with me for the rest of the day and for all the days of my life. I want you to think about your gratitude, something you can be grateful for. And if you can't think of anything, I'm going to invite you to join me in gratitude. And that gratitude is in the progression of this ministry. That progression of good, expanding itself and touching people like you and all the people you love and care about. I want you to anchor that in your heart right now. I want you to anchor those energetics, allow those energetics to touch every single cell of your being, to expand as your mental template and expand right now as the priority of your emotions. And so in this moment, right here, right now, I just acknowledge the presence of the divine. That gratitude where spirit, divine love, God, fulfills itself and reveals itself in all things, in all ways. And I'm acknowledging that wonderful power right now, right where I am, and right where each and every single person is listening, viewing, hearing this prayer. And what I know is that that power of gratitude is the vibrational frequency that has already gone before and prepared the way. And I know that that vibrational frequency of gratitude is the energetic that fulfills itself and reveals itself in a practical way for each and every person that is hearing this prayer, any person that is thought of as we're praying right now. And what I know is it is the power for good. And I'm acknowledging that good right now as clarity and as wisdom, as love and joy, as that divine presence that fulfills itself and enriches itself. And so what I'm knowing is in this very moment, only good can expand itself and only good can reveal itself. And I know that in this vibration of good, I know that there is a peace, there is harmony, there is love expanding itself. And I know that it enriches itself in practical ways right now. I know that it is the energetic expanding itself in the area of health. And for anyone that may be experiencing anything, what I know is that the wisdom of spirit is right there anchored in the situation. And it is that divine wisdom that knows what to do and how to respond, and it reveals itself in all ways. I'm acknowledging it right now for those that are on the front line, those that are serving people from every walk of life. I'm acknowledging it within all of our doctors and all of our wonderful medical practitioners. I'm acknowledging it within our research, the gathering of information, the science. I'm acknowledging it in everyone working together for good, for that lordly presence, utilizing scientific laws and God's law in a perfect and a natural way. I'm acknowledging it right now as the one and only source, that strength, that divine awareness, divine wisdom that intuitively knows how to respond and how to fulfill itself. I'm acknowledging it right now for every single person that is receiving that love and that care, the gentle touch, the divine wisdom, the essence of medical care. I know that that energy and that vibration is fully present right now. I know that it is love healing the world. And as I know the truth in this area, I know that that truth is right there, fulfilling itself as infinite good, infinite prosperity. And whatever the need is, every need is met. That the universe hears, it is alive and thriving, and it fulfills itself in a sacred way right now. So what I'm knowing is there is more than enough. And in that more than enough, more good expresses itself, more good fulfills itself. And I'm knowing that each family, I know that the world is prospered, that that wonderful presence fulfills itself and the universe supports that good. I know right here, right now, that that same energy that I speak of as the prospering presence, expanding itself in practical ways, is the same energetic that brings balance and harmony within all relationships, that it fulfills itself as love in motion. I know that it fulfills itself, and it is that divine presence revealing itself and lifting everyone up to the place of the very Most High. I know that there is joy, and that joy expands itself and enriches itself. But what I know most of all is that this healing presence is a healing presence that expands itself, and it works for all parties concerned, everyone that we can think of. I know that there is a healing unfolding right here and right now. I know it is perfect, and I know it is good. For I know that it is the deep penetrating vision of spirit and motion, acting and responding and corresponding in a space of unconditional love. And I know that in the sea of love, there is balance, there is harmony. And in that sea of love, the healing factor is alive and thriving. This is what I know that is taking place right now in all the many rooms, in all the many places in the world. This energetic and this truth is all there is. And I know that it is alive, it thrives, and it is open and welcome for discovery. So I'm just giving thanks right now for this wonderful presence, the gift of spirit in action this day. And I just simply release my words right now into the sacred yes, that universal presence that we call universal law, God's law, which is the law that fulfills itself in all ways, in all circumstances, both earthly and heavenly. And so in this space right here, right now, I simply release these words into the action of universal law, knowing it as perfect and knowing it as good. And together we affirm and we say, and so it is. Amen. Okay, so I'm thanking you all for being here today. I'm looking forward to being with you tomorrow. And so I hope you join us. Have a blessed evening. Namaste.